Hey everyone, we're the Note Ninjas, Nicole, an occupational therapist, and Stephanie, a physical therapist. And today we're going to be showing you a fun activity that you could do. All you need is, you really can use anything, but for this, we're going to be showing you with a deck of cards. And then we just wrote numbers on a piece of paper, construction paper, as you can see. We recommend maybe doing it with like a darker marker so you can see. But you could use cones and colored discs. Kind of just depends on what you have. You can use cups. So we're just going to show, once again, we're going to show you with the cards and the paper. So Stephanie is going to show you this activity with a walker. So it's going to be an activity that involves some ambulation, some squatting, some dynamic standing balance, some reaching, some grasp. So really works on so many different skills, and it can be modified in so many different ways. We could do it in sitting, we could do it with a wheelchair, we could do it without the walker, we could do it with a cane. So we're just going to start the demonstration. So Stephanie's going to start by walking towards the chair with the walker. She's going to pick up a card. It is a 2, okay? So now what she's going to do is turn around, walk towards the 2 on the paper, and then place it in front, okay? Now she's going to turn around again. So this is a great activity to work on functional mobility, turning in tight spaces. We can make the distance longer. We can make it shorter. There's so many different ways to modify it. Okay, so she's just going to keep going. And it's a great activity for endurance as well, because we could do this for a long time. We could do it. This might take 10 minutes just to get all the cards in the deck. So we can add more numbers, whatever she wants to do. Yes. So 3. Okay, now she's going to add a little bit of step and reach. So we're not going to walk that whole distance. She's going to add on a step. And then she's reaching forward, more of a hip hinge, stepping the other way. So this is a little bit more sequencing involved. And a step. And then a cross reach as well. So as you can see, there's just so many different skills that we're working on in this activity. Okay, so she's going to just do this last one. We're not going to show you every single card. So she cross reach. So now what we're going to do is we're going to remove the walker just to show you kind of a different variation. I'm going to move the chair closer. So now what she's going to do, actually, we don't need the chair. So she's going to just take the pile of cards. I can either hand it to her as a therapist, or if you have a ledge or a table, counter, whatever you want, you could put them like this. So what she's going to do is she's going to take a card. Okay, what do we have? A 3. So what she's going to do is squat down and place it in front of the 3. Okay, so once again, you could do this with cones, something more raised up so that it's a little bit easier to place on the ground, because the cards are flat, so it may be harder to reach down. But this is great to work on functional reaching for all of our ADLs, our IADLs, all of our functional tasks. We have a 6. And as you can see, she's actually incorporating a little bit of a side step too. So I like to do this activity along a counter, like a long counter space, because then we can add more side stepping, more reaching, more lateral reaching, stepping to the side. Yep. And then as a OT or PT, if you're working on this with your patient, you want to make sure that you're cueing on proper body mechanics, maybe adjusting their posture, doing tactile cues. Okay. If you have to do any modifications due to limited grasp or grip strength, we want to be documenting that in our notes. Okay. Maybe also include that if they're using the device, any type of assistance that you're using, if their balance is poor and you're adding more physical assistance, you want to include that. And then what level of assistance? Is it min? Is it mod? Is it max? Is it standby assist, contact guard? Okay, so you want to include that in your documentation and then show the progression. So if you do this activity over multiple sessions, and maybe they're starting at moderate assist and then you're working down to standby assist, those are all great progressions to show in our notes. And that's what we need to be showing for reimbursement. So this is a great activity. She's adding a little back step. As you can see, there's just so many different skills, different ways to do the activity and modify it. You get to be a little bit creative, but we just wanted to show you an easy activity that you could do, easy to set up, I should say, easy to set up with just a deck of cards and a piece of paper. So you probably already have this in your home, in your clinic, in your office, whatever you're at. So it's a great activity. We hope you try it and make sure to document your skilled care and follow the Note Ninjas.